कला दिखती तो यथार्थ है पर यथार्थ होती नहीं. Kala, as in craft, and in this case story craft, may look like reality but it isn't real. This is another section from Premchand's speeches to the Writers' Society of India in late 1800s and early 1900s, pre-independent India, where Premchand reflects on language, society, politics, and how all of this works its way into storytelling. In this section, Premchand says, कहानी पढ़कर वे लोग भी रोते या हंसते देखे जाते हैं जिन पर साधारणतः सुख दुख का कोई असर नहीं पड़ता, जिनकी आंखें शमशान में या कब्रिस्तान में भी सजल नहीं होती, वे लोग भी उपन्यास के ममस्पर्शी स्थलों में पहुंचकर रोने लगते हैं. I'm going to translate more often line by line in this section. He's saying that people who may be hardened or not be impacted by the everyday happiness and sorrows of real life are impacted by reading stories. If they find themselves attending a funeral at the cremation ground or at the graveyard, and you may see that these are the kind of people who are unmoved by even such events, may burst out crying by perhaps reading a story that invoke these emotions in them. शायद इसका यह कारण भी हो कि स्थूल प्राणी सूक्ष्म मन के उतने समीप नहीं पहुंच सकते जितने की कथा के सूक्ष्म चरित्र के. The reason he gives for this kind of impact of story into on these people is that he says that स्थूल प्राणी सूक्ष्म मन, स्थूल meaning the tangible, outward, physical beings, and sukshma is the inner world or the subtle, the unseen. He says that these people are somehow impacted by these unseen characters which are not real. These characters are able to reach these people's inner worlds, their inner sanctum, more than the actual living, physical, स्थूल प्राणी around them, people around them. कथा के चरित्रों और मन के बीच में जड़ता का वह पर्दा नहीं होता जो एक मनुष्य के हृदय को दूसरे मनुष्य के हृदय से दूर रखता है. The characters of a story do not have the armor or the veil that we carry with ourselves when we are interacting with other human beings in the real world. He says that we are able to see the movement of characters, their behavior, because we are witnesses, we are viewing this, and that is allowing us to see within these characters much more than when we are around other people in the real world, where we are often protecting our real feelings or not willing to give away so much of what is really going inside us. These kinds of barriers are not existent when we are interacting with characters in a story. Even if the writer is not describing everything about the character, the reason that we will connect more with the characters, we are also able to just see what the character is doing, their movement. और अगर हम यथार्थ को हूबहू खींच कर रख दें तो उसमें कला कहाँ है? कला केवल यथार्थ की नकल का नाम नहीं है. And he says if you were to take a real event or an occurrence or interaction and just place it just the way it is to create the story, then where is the craft in it? The copying of reality as is not what art is about. Even if you are basing your story on a real event or you are talking about a real occurrence, there are things that you do to craft the telling of it so that you can cause the reader to connect to it more. अगर आप किसी घटना के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं तो शायद आप उसको भी इसी तरह नहीं बता सकते कि ये हुआ फिर ये हुआ फिर ये हुआ. आप शायद ये चाहेंगे कि उसके साथ जो लोग जुड़े हुए हैं उनके बारे में भी आप कुछ बताएंगे, कहाँ पे वो सब हो रहा है वो भी बताएंगे. तो ये सब कला है. जब ये सब आप करते तब जाके वो कहानी किसी तक पहुँच सकती है. इफ़ यू टेक रियलिटी एंड plant it the way it is, then you are just kind of sort of reporting. You are not really constructing or crafting anything. And so he goes to the line that I had said at the very beginning, कला दिखती तो यथार्थ है पर यथार्थ होती नहीं. The craft can appear to be real, even if based on reality, but it is not real. उसकी खूबी यही है कि वह यथार्थ न होते हुए भी यथार्थ मालूम हो. So a quality of it is that it can appear to be real even if it is not real. That is the true I would say assessment of a good story, is that it can convince you of its own reality. उसका मापदंड भी जीवन के मापदंड से अलग है. जीवन में बहुधा हमारा अंत उस समय हो जाता है जब ये वांछनीय नहीं होता. जीवन किसी का दाई नहीं है. उसकी सुख दुख, हानि लाभ, जीवन मरण में कोई क्रम, कोई संबंध नहीं ज्ञात होता. कम से कम मनुष्य के लिए वह अज्ञेय है. Real life events happen one after another and there might be no rhyme or reason to them. Happiness, sadness, gain, loss, life, death. Life as if owes us no explanation. It moves on, it keeps going, and events occur, and often we as human beings at least, we are not sure of why one thing may happen and the other may not, or why one thing may happen after another. So the design of life is something, at least for us humans, is not apparent. लेकिन कथा साहित्य मनुष्य का रचा हुआ जगत है और परिमित होने के कारण संपूर्णतः हमारे सामने आ जाते हैं. Unlike storycraft, where that universe, that world is created by us, and all of the reasons for why one thing may be happening or not happening will in one way or another come forward as the story unravels. और जहाँ वह हमारी मानवीय न्याय बुद्धि या अनुभूति का अतिक्रमण करता हुआ पाया जाता है, हम उसे दंड देने के लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं. And wherever we see some kind of injustice or unfavorable turn in the story, we are ready to judge it. We have had the reasons. We are almost able to map our way back and see how we got to that point. Now, even if you are reading something that is a mystery or suspense, if the writer is doing their job really well, you will feel that awe and surprise. But you can always go back and see how this was introduced in many different ways and leading up to a certain point. Because that is a design that is being done by a person, and it's different from real life, where we are often not able to, even if we trace our steps back and we try to look at the whole picture, we don't necessarily have a reason for every single thing that occurs. And that's why Premchand says that कथा में अगर किसी को सुख प्राप्त होता है तो इसका कारण बताना होगा, दुख भी मिलता है तो उसका कारण बताना होगा. So in Premchand's opinion, any kind of joy and happiness to a character or an event, you will somehow have to show the reasoning for it. And if you are about to end something or cause some kind of injustice to a character, then you will have to also explain that. I can think about stories where I feel like, oh, that just ended, like it didn't explain anything to me, I feel wonder. And then oftentimes it's like, wow, I wish there had been more reason. What just happened? I don't understand why it ended like that. That's something that I think can sort of stand in opposition to what he's saying. But even then, I would say that if the writer wants that effect, then they have been working towards it. They have been either luring you as a writer in one direction and then surprising you, or they have been giving you other hints throughout that they're not about to explain to you everything. So that's the way that you can interpret it. अगर आप कोई ऐसी भी कहानी पढ़ते हैं जिसमें सब कुछ नहीं समझाया गया, सब कुछ आप उस कहानी के अंत में आते हो कि ये क्या हुआ, ये तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था, ऐसा भी हो सकता है, तब भी मुझे लगता है कि लेखक आपके लिए कोई ना कोई, जैसे आपको इशारा करते रहते हैं पूरी कहानी में कि कहाँ आपको कौन सा उसका अर्थ मिल सकता है. कभी कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि वो आपको किसी और ही दिशा में ले जा रहे हैं और एकदम से कुछ और हो जाए तो आपको लगा अरे वाह क्या कहानी है, क्योंकि हमने तो इसे देखा ही नहीं. लेकिन अगर आप उसके पीछे जाके देखेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा कि उन्होंने इसको किस तरह बनाया है ताकि आपसे वो उस तरह का जो है रिएक्शन ले सके. सो आई थिंक दैट दिस was a really interesting way that Premchand saw the difference between reality and storytelling, and is also kind of indicating that the work of craft and design is something that the writer has to get into even when they're working on something that is based on reality, for it to be communicated. And in the same way, if they want to manipulate a story a certain way, then they have to create justifications, otherwise the reader will not be able to follow. आपको उसका कारण देना होगा. So once again I will repeat that last line which I like, which is, कथा में अगर किसी को सुख प्राप्त होता है तो इसका कारण बताना होगा, दुख भी मिलता है तो उसका कारण बताना होगा. You will have to justify the happiness and the sorrow that you dwell out in your story, is what he's saying. Unlike in real life, when we don't often have a clear reasoning for why one or the other might occur.